fucking rear points with RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is, man. You feel me? Tap in, tap in. Hold up real quick and put my other headphone in. You know it's off the early. It's cold as a bitch. But I'm prepared. You know what I'm saying? I don't be playing with this cold weather. I don't play with it at all. Like when I say I don't play with it, I don't play with it. Niggas got me fucked up. I'm not playing with this shit. You know? But I know niggas already know that by now. That I don't play with it. But how I've always moved around like winter and the cold and shit like that. Like when I say I really don't play with this shit, like I really don't play with this shit. Cause I know it's a weapon, you know? Like I told y'all from the jump, all all um all cold weather is, that's just that's what they do. They do is with the motherfucking they be trying to freeze niggas and shit, you know? Like all of these people around me and shit, they got homes and shit, or houses, kind of apartments, whatever. Like the cold isn't an attack for them, you know? They don't gotta worry about it. They're only worried about the cold when they're going in and out of their car, they going in and out of a store, you know, shit like that. But the only people that really, really feel the cold for real, is like homeless people, people that are poverty, you know, less fortunate. And you always hear people say stuff like, oh, I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry for the homeless people in the cold. That shit be bullshit. Motherfuckers don't. And I'm calling everybody out. I don't give a fuck. All that shit is lies. All that shit is bullshit. Because most of those same people that y'all hear that will say that shit, right? Those will be the same people that'll drive by you like everything is everything just because they not in your situation when they see one of y'all or somebody in that situation. Like 1 out of 10 people, 8 people are like that. Maybe like one of them would stop and maybe say something to that person before that person would even say something to them, or if they couldn't and they was just driving by them fast and they didn't even notice them. You know, they said something to them first because they can just tell they need help or whatever, or they know they can't help them all the way, but they can help them in this moment that they see them. You know, very, very, very few people on some shit like that, yo. But I know what I see so clear what I'm living in. I realize a lot of people don't like me, y'all, because I don't sugarcoat like anything. You know what I mean? Nothing. I don't give a fuck. And as every day goes by, I'm getting more ruthless with it. Like, and just not caring that much more. Like, because I know what I'm living in, y'all. You know, I know how this shit is set up. And it's some stuff that I'm gonna explain once I get all the way out of this situation. And I'm gonna explain, but I'm gonna have to have like certain books with me so I can show how the brain is working when I'm explaining what was messed with and stuff. You know. Now what did it? I don't know. But well, I do. I do know. I really think about it. But I'm gonna just say this. Anything of like MK Ultra or them trying to mess with your mind or mind control or there's different versions of it, forms of it. But a lot of that stuff isn't able to work if you're barely not eating. You feel me? Or when you do eat, if you're eating the right stuff and you're not putting certain things in your body, you have less parasites in your body. That would mean, you know? Like it's a lot of ways how they start attacking people that's more aware than other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's regardless of genetic makeup. You feel me? But like I told y'all, I value y'all. I'm a warrior. You know? It's becoming more and more clear to me that I probably am gonna die alone. And I think I'm supposed to die alone. because like I, I just see so much of me having a lens that's just so different than everybody. And the more I see it and I notice it, the more I gotta guard myself from everybody. The more I gotta watch everybody, you know, when they're around me. The more everybody's a threat to me because they're like, I say this all the time, but I don't know if y'all really get when I'm saying this. A person could be so unaware that they're a threat to your awareness, you know? Even if it's not on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tap into their way of thinking, a delusionalness, a gullible, naive, just by being around that person. And you'd be like, damn, I'm not noticing stuff how I normally do. I'm not on point. I'm acting like this person. I'm acting clueless as shit. I'm just going along. I'm settling, you know? I'm compromising for this. I'm better than this, you know? You know, like for real. That's there's everyone talks about ways to protect your energy, but they don't talk about everyone talks about protecting your energy, but they don't talk about the ways. Like there's different ways of it, you know? There's different ways how people can like slide on to your energy. And you might not even see it as a threat, for real. You might not even notice, especially if you care for someone, they that close to you like that, you might not even notice, y'all. But work went good yesterday. I tell y'all, whenever I'm so-called being a good slave, I just feel like the biggest sellout. That's how, oh my God, I know I'm not like y'all niggas. I know I'm not. I know, like, I don't just come from a different star system. I come from a whole different segment of the cosmos and shit. I already know. Because it's like, it has to be. It's not no other reason for why or how I would see everything so clear as daylight how I did. And then like the irritation being amongst people that don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I can tell the difference. I can tell the difference by just looking at somebody if they have an idea or enough of an idea of what's going on and they're just playing stupid for whatever reason. Maybe one reason in fear or don't know what to do, don't know the answer, even though they see the problem, right? I can see the difference in people. And then a person that's just like completely lost in the sauce, you know? I can read people's energy fast as shit immediately. And most of the people are a lot more aware than you would think that they are, you know? Like I said, a lot of people are in fear off of just this since they've been born. This is all they've known. That's the biggest shock to their system, you know? It's like I've been doing this since this is what I was born into. I thought I was supposed to be doing this, you know? But I want to give everybody positive energy just to keep going forward. We making it to your next day, you know? Mother Nature doing her thing. I be even trying to go to sleep like early. Like I'm not even gonna let y'all. I do whatever to hurry up and skip the days. Cause I told y'all, I low-key want to hibernate and then come back out once this shit is over. Like even right now, I'm just like, I gotta finish this day. You know, December, hurry up. January, hurry up and get here. You know, today is tomorrow, I know, but you know, these fake Gregorian calendar days and weeks and stuff, just let the energy cycles take place even faster for what to happen to hurry up and shut this shit down. I told y'all, music is my peace, right? I'm gonna do music regardless, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. When it comes to like what I'm living in, how I'm being tortured off my awareness, seeing what's happening with children, see what's happening with my planet, seeing my species in this state, seeing the species that's not even natural, like try to provoke all of us, you know, and everything. Not even just me, myself. I'm seeing them trying to do it with other organic people in the same way because they're mad, you know, but they're not trying to present it like that. They're trying to like cover it with like extra obnoxiousness, you know what I mean? Like whatever they're doing that they would have fun or would be seen as joy. They're being extra loud in those moments, extra laughing, extra loud, like they're overcompensating to make it seem like they're okay, but they don't realize how much more it's showing that they're not okay. You know what I'm saying, y'all? That's what they don't realize, you know? They don't realize how they look from like the outside looking in, from people that or anyone that's aware. Like they look crazy as shit, you know? So it's like they're just in a way, and this shit's almost over, you know? Like we just gotta just make sure we maintain. Hey, what it is, Graw. Shit. I'm just on my little exercise bop right now. I'm about to get something to eat, but I'm just on my little exercise bop. You feel me? One thing I do like about this system though, no, not the system, but the fake weather though. While the last of it is here, I will say to y'all, if you transmute it right, if you alchemize it right, I don't give a fuck, even if you're homeless. You alchemize it right and use it towards in certain situations when you're doing certain things, all that, right? You can reverse that also. I'll be reversing it. And I be using it in all different ways and shapes to benefit, you know? That I wouldn't even say on here. Like it's a lot of stuff I'm gonna tell y'all once I get out of this situation, or even as we're closer to your shit falling. But it's like it's a beautiful thing though, y'all. Like I tell all my organic people and my human beings that understand really what's what, like y'all really protect yourselves, because in a moment, y'all saw what happened to yo talking about the children on campus and shit, talking straight to the children. What happened to him speaking and saying some of those names, some of those beings, right? Like, y'all don't have the same protection as I have. You hear what I'm saying? So that's one of the main reasons why I always say, like, I gotta respect a human being that's talking about a lot of this stuff and can understand it for what it is, because I know how fast shit your own people will turn on you faster than they'll turn on me. They'll do that shit in like a motherfucking minute, yo. They not gonna fucking play. They gonna do that in a motherfucking minute. They not gonna play about that shit. You feel me? And like, I know that shit, so that's why I be saying all the time, like, it don't be about hold up. It don't be about it don't be about all it really be about is making sure you stay steadfast for real. You feel me? But what's up though? What it is. I hope everybody good. I hope your nephew's good. You feel me? Says you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Like yo still said Unc, like, cause you know this generation stuff, motherfuckers will try to make it seem like it's a bad thing. Nah, it's good to get older, or gain more wisdom, you know. But we know it as getting older and so-called aging because of what we breathing in and what's really on this planet. But we really don't even age, you know. That's why you see, I like to say magic tricks. That's why you see Lord magic tricks of us, and I'm saying like how black don't crack, or how a so-called neuromelanated person, even when they not even eating the best, can just look so younger than their years. Like you see that often with us from a collective majority standpoint. This is why, you know? This is why. This is why you see this, you know? But yeah, y'all. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing. Like, I just want everybody to stay steadfast at the end of the day. Just make sure you match the energy of the cosmos. And don't matter what your situation is, be of that vibration, you know? That's all I gotta say. Sometimes I boast and brag about my situation because it's like, I got one of the most realest stories, you know? But it's always from a standpoint to help, you know? And transmute something into power. You get what I'm saying? Because when something swallows you whole, right? You're scared to talk about it. You know, it's controlling you at that point. Like I talk about it all, you know? I'll talk about what my baby mother did to me. Not to her, I don't got nothing to say to her, but in general, for me, if I feel like I'll talk about it because, you know, I was naive at that time. I was gullible. But those situations are important for your growth because A lot of times people don't need to be around you or see you when when you don't have a certain level of intellect, because it's like they're not supposed to be with you once you reach a certain level. That's their test, but they don't see it like that. People don't see life as tests. They see life as opportunities, you know? So it's like, but just think about what I just said right now. If you're seeing it the other way, you would be able to, shit, my baby mother wouldn't be in the situation she's in right now. She's seen it the other way, you know? But she saw it as an opportunity. She saw all those things as opportunities, and it lit up like a light bulb off of the fact that, oh, he's not going to know, and I could benefit all of this and still get what I want. Why wouldn't I not take it? You know what I mean? Like, universe will give you a situation and see what you really want to do, and then it's like when you're on that tip, it's gonna be like, all right, where you gonna be on, you know? So the universe is real interested in that way. I really like that though, because in a way I look at it like the universe saved me from this bitch, saved me from her, and not even just from her, bigger than her. Shit, she saved me in her wickedness from any bitch like her, you know? Well, I spot those type of bitches like that now. Like they be so fucking under me and so like gross to me, yo. I be seeing them, I be like, yo, I be like, I hope she don't say nothing to me. Like, don't even look my way, you know. I'm at a point, y'all, where it's like I don't even want to mess with no bitch like that just to get a nut off or nothing. Like I feel like I'm losing myself, and technically I'm not. Like, I'm a man, but like that's how grossed out I am of women like that. Like, I don't even want the energy exchange, you know, because I already detoxed my energy from so much people. It's like I don't want anything of their type of energy ever to enter my biofield again. And I'm gonna make sure that, you know, people could say whatever they want about me, but they can't stop me though. They can't stop me during this, or that I've been during this. You know, you gotta make people sit. You gotta make people sit and what they did to you, and then you gotta express it. You know, that's how you gain your power. You know, it's crazy because I posted something recently, and on one of the last slides of it, it said like, one of the biggest ways how you know you're healing is when you start expressing yourself. You know, and I want to touch on that. It was when you start expressing yourself, but when you express yourself without validation, because a lot of times, in any way someone expresses themselves or they do something, it's like people always want validation. You know how that's always like, if it's not money, it's validation, because that's like a form of validation, like attention, because people don't give enough attention to themselves. They don't value themselves enough, so they want to see somebody else see what they would like to see in themselves in them, for real. And like, people don't be okay off of that shit, but I'm not like that though. I never been like that, so it's like even more so. That's why it defines my situation even more, of like my emotional maturity, where I am. I realized that my whole entire life, my life was preparing me for all of these entities to attack me how they did, through these people, through my mom, through the mother of my child, through my brothers. Like they it was like they was preparing me because they knew how strong I was, but it's like I didn't know how strong I was. You know what I'm saying? But I do now, because, like I said, people don't conspire to take down nothing of power. You know what I'm saying? People don't keep checking on people, when they don't have a relationship with them, for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not done like that, So it's like one of the easiest ways, y'all. But like I said, I'm unstoppable at this point. I'm unbreakable, and I'm really, really about to be unbreakable, because this money's not even about to have no effect on me. You know. And it's like they trying. At this point, I'm gonna tell y'all flat out what they trying to do. They try to make, y'all can think I'm crazy, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But they trying to make every black person. They trying to make any black person or the black people that are struggling financially, right? And I'm talking about the ones that's homeless, don't have nowhere to live. They're trying to make us neuromelanated beings that don't have nowhere to live, um, crash out, because nobody has more knowledge than what's happening on this planet. I'm not saying that it's not people that are living in a home or have a spot and have knowledge. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying from a collective majority standpoint, the most neuromelanated beings on the planet with the most knowledge about general life, even if not genetics or what's going to happen going forward, right? They don't have shit. You feel me? Like real facts, you know? They don't. And I'm saying this from a personal experience. I meet them all the time. I'm talking about like back to back to back to back. Not even knowing these people. You know what I'm saying? They just organic and they have so much fucking knowledge about what's taking place, you know? That's not by coincidence. But because you think it's ironic that that a lot of them have all of this knowledge, we have all this knowledge, but from the outside looking in, from an average person, how life so-called is, right? What's going to happen to us? People are going to laugh at us. People are going to look down on us. You know what I'm saying? And it's really the total opposite. Just like the whole concept behind inorganic beings infringing their ways as if they're superior and we're inferior of them. You know, it's like the same concept. It's the same curveball. The same curveball is thrown in a lot of different ways. If y'all really peep the shit, you know, I don't think y'all really peep the shit. The curveball be thrown the same fucking way, you know. It just be a different situation. It be thrown the same fucking way. The same turn, you know. Y'all don't be seeing it though. But like I said, I'm just glad that this shit's almost over. Motherfuckers can't tell me shit, man. Like for real, I'm so done with this shit. It's probably best that I don't have a spot and all of that right now, because if I did, I want to skip this shit so bad, I'd probably be asleep all day. To be honest with y'all. I'd probably be in the bed the whole fucking day. And I'd probably try to sleep the day away as fast as I can, just to hurry up and get to your next day and this shit to be over, you know? Like, that's how tired I am of this shit. Like, it's torture every day for me to live this shit. That's why it's like nobody can irritate me. I'm like, I'm already being tortured. I'm being tortured by my fucking awareness, and everybody in my life, as toxic as they was, trying to stop me from coming into this awareness. You know, so that's all I really got to tap in with y'all. I'm not going to share enough energy with y'all today, because it's a lot that I got to fight and I got to battle to make it through this genocidal area that I'm in, more than the other 50 states. So I'm going to tap in with y'all. This is a Rear Points of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings, y'all. Make it to the next fucking day. We almost home. You already know what the fuck it is, man.